Hi, my name is ISC, or I Swear Chris, as I'm known on a few different platforms. Today I really wanted to try something really different than any other kind of content that I've done on my channel before. I'm going to be covering various tracks in Mario Kart Midnight, a mod pack created by Mayro, also known as Nuokart. She ran multiple polls in her server last year each month to figure out which tracks were the best in the eyes of her community, and I think this pack is amazing. I really just wanted to cover a lot of the really cool tracks that exist in the pack and kind of discuss what intricacies make them unique and feel vibrant to me. And as I also wanted to give my live thoughts and reactions to all of them. So it may be a little bit all over the place. I'm going to try my best to keep it as direct as I can. Also, I'm going to be honest, sorry if I'm like a little shy or quiet while I'm recording commentary. I'm pretty trash at it, and I also have really bad anxiety. But I'm going to try to confidence my way through it and see if I can get something enjoyable out of it. There'll be some heavy editing on parts where I don't talk either, just to cut out any kind of excess. But really, just let me know down below if any of this was good at all. Let me know any thoughts at all, and be sure to subscribe to Nuokart on YouTube, and me if you do want to. Let's get into it. Alright, so the first track I'm going to do here is going to be DS Waluigi's Pinball. I've never really played this version in Midnight very much, so I'm pretty new to it. There's going to be a lot of tracks like this that I want to kind of experiment with and experience. So let's get into this. This already looks really good. I assume this is another like ZPL banger just based off of the visuals alone. Let's see. Right off the bat we got some nice boost panels, Mario Kart 8 texture. Ooh, animated bumpers. This looks really good already. Midnight has some really interesting physics engine too. There's a lot of fast falling, and it just feels different to drive. I'm not really sure how to describe it to somebody who hasn't played it before. There's like more air physics, I feel like, than what's like in normal Mario Kart. You've also got a little bit of like brake drifting too. Like I can just slow down all the way there if I want to. That's just one of the weird things of the physics in this, but it kind of makes it more fun too. Right off the bat, this looks like an extremely faithful recreation. I don't even know how you could pull off some of these things in Mario Kart Wii already. So that was lap 1. I wonder if there's any cuts in this version, or if it's just this straight same here. So yeah, there's these boosts. Makes sense if you go outside. Maybe there's item boxes there or something too, actually. Are there any cuts here? I mean, it's Waluigi's Pinball. It's about as good as you could make it, right? I like the use of boost panels on this track and the kind of air you get on it. This is something I noticed in a lot of ZPL tracks. He really likes to use these like sticky road that you can kind of get off of on purpose. It's like the same thing you can do in DS Rainbow Road by him. It's a really creative idea on a lot of these tracks. In general, I really like this track. I'm trying to think if there's anything to really like say is bad about it. I guess it's just whether you like Waluigi's Pinball or not. For me, I'm really into this track. Also, sorry if any like controller noise is picking up too. I'm using a GameCube controller as well, so I like how you can see different parts of the track while driving around it too. That gives it a really nice feel too. This reflective road is really cool too. I'm just realizing that too. I wonder if he like duplicated the road or the like objects down below and just made this semi-translucent. If he did, that's really genius too. Very cool. That was actually really good. I love that track. I'm trying to think of any realistic advice I could give to ZPL on that track, and it's an extremely accurate representation of the original. It's Waluigi's Pinball. The only thing I could really suggest is maybe adding a shortcut if there's any real potential to do that, but I'm not really sure you even could. I know some old renditions of this track like to have this corner cut here, about where Funky Kong is right now, where you cut off that entire turn, but that's just very old recreations of the track. I could understand how that couldn't work anymore in the current environment. But yeah, overall I really like that track. On to the next one. Okay, so the next track I'm going to be covering is going to be Mushroom Hideaway. I know this track from the Mushroom Jam that happened last year. This was the track made by Yoshii, and I think it got 5th, I think? I'd have to check again, but it was a really cool track, had some really unique ideas, a few different split paths, and a lot of boosts. It was just a really fun track, so it seems like a decent one to cover. It's a little simpler and probably ease me into this kind of stuff and being able to talk about different tracks on a bigger scale, so let's get into it. I'm going to be playing funky for most of these probably too. Oh yeah, I remember. The light map was really, really heavy on this track. That was one thing that was interesting. Yeah, I remember the layout being like very simple in a good way. It was just very intuitive. Just simplistic, intuitive kind of driving. There's a couple shortcuts. I think you could skip this turn, if I remember right. I know there's a shortcut on a mushroom pad up here, towards the end, I believe. It's to the right here, yeah. You could just cut off this turn, I believe. That's a pretty cool little one. I'll give it a shot next lap too. Try out some of the other branching paths too. Shortcut? Shortcut. See, that's what I mean. It's just like very good, intuitive kind of driving. Nothing too crazy. It just eases the player into it. I've never taken this path. I wonder if it's any good. Oh, I guess you get that trick and you're just back to it. Okay. Oh, this is shroomeless? I didn't even know. I thought it was shroomless. Or shroom for some reason. Oh my god. It's a 5-lapper too? I feel like I played it as a 3-lapper in the jam by accident or something, if it was meant to be a 5-lapper. Ah, there you go. So there's a route to behind me, it looked like over there. I think there was like a cave that I could go through. I might have to try that. Good semi-translucent rainbow there too. I love those kinds of textures so much, where you like make them like partially see-through like that. Ooh, spore effect. That's really creative use of spore effect right there too. That looks great. Okay, so you're through that. I guess you just end up back here, yeah. Okay. Pretty intuitive. I'm trying to think of like any other shortcuts that exist on this track. This is good. Still trying to get used to the physics of this game too. Or of Midnight too, I mean. Alright. I kind of want to get into more of this style of like commentary content too, and just try to make multiple videos. Try to get into it and really try to hold up this channel by doing a lot of these kinds of like live things. It'll be really fun in the future. But anyway, that was very cool. I like the realistic looking mushrooms and the realistic looking scenery here a lot too. Those trees are pretty fun. I'm trying to think of recommendations. I mean, the obvious one is just going to be to tone down the light map where you can. There's like very heavy shadows that like make things black in parts, which is a little odd. I'd also suggest use of blight or like some kind of post effect to make it so that every time that you go underneath these shadows, you change colors. That might be really hard to make, but it could really bring out like the shadows in the map a lot. That's the only other realistic suggestion I'd have. I'd say maybe like balancing the routes, but I'm not really sure. They're probably pretty even. It looks like it inherently. There's gonna be like littler player interaction throughout the track too, just by how many routes there are. But overall, I really like that one too. Pretty creative too. Yeah, I have nothing else to say. I just really like that one as well. Alright, and for the final track I'm going to do today, we're going to cover a track that I don't even know. I don't think I've played this before, but I don't remember it. The name Green Plains. I have no idea what this is, so hopefully it's a really cool track. I'll try to do whatever I can to cover it interestingly. Ooh, whoa. Okay, so Chain Chomp right out of the gate, grassy plains. We got this environment going. Already I want to go this way. Whoa, okay. You can make that, it's just a little tight. I think I'm supposed to go this direction, yeah. Yeah. Whoa, what is that? Oh, is that a half pipe? Gotcha. That's cool. So that's the layout? Okay. I really like the bushes in the background. I'm just looking at them now too. Whoa, is that a shortcut? Shortcut. That's actually creative. That's very creative. So you cut off that entire turn that's on the minimap there? And a blue waterfall. I'm trying to pay attention to every little detail I can get to, and just make note of all of these little things too. They always really help bring out like different shades of these tracks too. It has great music choice too by Mayro, I'm noticing. So I want to go this route again, but take the actual route this time. Oh, I see. This could be a really crazy track online. I could already see that too, since it's just 3 laps. It'd be very fast-paced. Is this off-road? No, it isn't. Oh crap, you don't want to hit that wall. I don't really have very much to say for this track in general. If you want like constructive ideas, I would say like maybe a bit more in the scenery department, but I think this track layout is actually kind of creative. Just from being very simple, very clean, very elegant. I don't think I like these arrows in the background. They look great too. I would just say like, I don't know, just a few more things in the background. Maybe you could incorporate some more like decorative elements, some kind of like, I guess like a town or like scenery, like a city in the background or something. Just a little bit of extra like elements to bring this track together, because it feels like a grass plains and a cave section, and that's like it. Like a little bit more theme depth, and I think this track goes from like it goes from good to like extremely good, you know. But overall, I still kind of enjoy it. I feel like that would be really fun online with a small group of people playing at the same time, like a 5-player race, 6-player race, and you have like really close item races at the end. It's kind of cute. I like it. Very, very good. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. This was my attempt at trying to make a very interesting, edited kind of video for Mario Kart Midnight, covering a lot of tracks I thought could be pretty interesting, would be really fun to try out. I'll try to do a few more videos like this in the future too, if people like them. And it's at least worth the attempt, you know? I've never really done any kind of commentary edited stuff like this, so let me know if I did it any good, let me know if I did any bad. I'll try my best to improve in the future too. Thanks for watching, guys. Again, my name is ISC, and peace.